Alright. I don't want anybody to think that I forgot the jukebox. It's still here inside. However, I did have to replace the cord. It kept shorting out on me. And then inside, hold on a minute. If I hold this out with the camera in my hand. Alright. Come on. There you go. Okay, you're not going to see it from here. Maybe, hold on. No. Actually, it's in the top part. Right. But anyway, in here you have two main control boards as well as what's going on down here. And there was 4 burnt resistors in there that I replaced. Now, the only thing is I'm having a problem with is this wants to work. And I got to kind of try to figure out. I haven't tried putting a coin in it yet. But at that point, if that's the case, that's not a big deal. But we got the needle going. Well, we don't have the needle going, but we're working on it. I know it's been a while, but I hit and miss on it because I got so many other projects going. I mean, look at this bench. We're here. I'll tell you. So there's a bench full of projects. It looks like it's a mess, but there's actually things over there that has to be fixed. And that stuff is things that I need here, so it has to be done. Believe it or not, under this bench, there's more projects. And there's some parts under there that have to go over to there. Not counting all this has to be put away, and all the cabinets. I gotta go through all that wire. This is a shirt press for doing heat transfers. This is a commercial unit, belongs to my brother-in-law. I think that's all set. Again, a mess. And out here, a mess. Now, some of these are projects, some of them are just, oh, this, I gotta put a new switch on it. And I'm only showing you some of this stuff, so, you know that I'm not, kind of dogging it. I started one thing today, and the next thing you know, I'm out there working on a lawnmower so the wife can do the lawn. We got a long tractor for her, and the push mower, however, we use for a front. But I put a new carburetor on that last fall. Used it a couple times. Put it away. Actually, it was inside, and it won't start now. It ran. We started to cut the front lawn. About 20 minutes in, it stopped running. So I'm thinking may have sucked up some crap in the carb, so I'm going to have to take the carburetor all apart. Then in the interim of all that, I need to get a new bench going so I can start doing more radio work. So I'm in the middle of setting up a power control center here. I got the meters and voltmeters and variable controls here for the 12 volts or up to actually 24 volt. So I had to run power to that because without anything I can work there, I mean, here's a power supply I just finished making. But it's just one thing after another. So I'm getting to it, and I'm glad you're patient. Oh, and here's another one. Got a gun here I'm trying to get rid of, I'm trying to get it fixed. The magazine release spring is bad. And it's a tough one to deal with. Got spring. It's just that I don't know how the hell it goes in there. I'm not going to take the whole assembly apart. And I shouldn't have to. I believe there's a tool. And I'm just trying to find out from the company if there is such a tool. And I'm in the middle of checking emails, which I have to go through real quick. Let me turn that off. Put these magnets over here. Oh, here's another. And then that radio, every time I turn the power on over here, that radio comes on. And it shouldn't. It won't turn off. So, power supply here is good, but I got to get all the lights done underneath. I've been working on this, which is the antenna diagram for all the radios and all the antennas. So, I don't know if you can see it back there or not, but what I did was I took a blank electrical panel that I had purchased and drilled holes in it, and I made it a through-wall antenna connection. So these are all the connections and I made each one a different color. This is looking at it from the inside, this is looking at it from the outside, and then the color matches. It tells you here it's got a 2 meter 440. This one here is the SDR play. This one's 10, 11, and 12 meters. This is another 2 meter 440, but that's the beam. This is for the tuner. And go on and on and on. Even the wife said today, I got too many things going on. You know, because what happens is I'll be walking this way and I'll see that, and then I'll stop and I'll work on something here. Then I'm doing it, and then I say, oh, I need something, so I start walking the other way. Oh, I got to do the lawnmower, so let me get that started. You know, and then as I'm coming in here to get something for that, I take care of that, and I'm coming in here to put something back, and then, oh, wait a minute, let me take care of that. So I'm actually working on everything at the same time. And I almost walked out, left the jukebox on. So these are the type of resistors that I had to replace. Now these are not an example. The ones I've replaced are about half this size. All right, this is a dummy load I'm putting together. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now what am I dropping? Well, that's a remote that I'm working on. Okay, and this is a blood pressure meter. Yeah. Oh yeah. TVs, computers. Okay, let me turn this off. So I didn't want you to think that I'm dogging it. It's just that, you know, it's one of those things to where you have to be in the right mind to get into this, because everything is trying to figure it out. Where does this go? Where does that go? When I replaced the resistors and record, everything seemed to be fine there. And then I said, okay, well, wait a minute. How do you make a selection? You know, it should give you something here. And a lot of these backgrounds, when you take this off, which I'm sure you know, there's nothing back there. They're just lights. So I don't know where all that stuff went. This is a reset and reselect. Yeah, well, how does it work? You follow me? Does it work off of this? This is a reset, reselect button. So that's telling me where that is. But this doesn't work. So, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. So I didn't forget you. We keep working on it. A little bit here, a little bit there. I know it's been a long time. Didn't mean it to be as long as it is. However, sometimes I just insert foot and start too many projects at the same time, and it becomes a blooming nightmare. And that's where I'm at this point. I'm in the nightmare. Oh, and then I had to move everything off of this, which is now over here. That isn't set up yet. So every time I need to drill a hole, I have to find, okay, wait a minute, that one's plugged in, so let me use that one for now. So it's just one thing after another. It's my own fault. You know, I just try to get too many things done at once. So, but anyway, that's about it.